Hi guys, Larissa with Becozi.net is here. So today our video will be from our office. Who was watching our video before, you know that my videos were done at my studio at home. Now video is at our new office. So today I will be showing you how to make a chunky chenille blanket in ivory color. This is the blanket. This is the size of it. It's 30 by 50. It's incredibly nice and soft blanket. And who was watching my video how to make a blanket 40 by 60 with Chenille yarn, you might remember that I was showing you a couple colors that we had in stock by that time. Now we have new colors, and I will show you the most popular ones are our ivory and light gray, then pretty popular deep green and dark gray. We have beautiful teal and snow white color, really white, burgundy, blue, and two very bright ones, yellow and pink. So these 11 colors are available at Becozi.net. You can buy them also in our Etsy store, and we're also adding 4 or 5 new colors next week, so check out our website for new colors. So, and now I will show you how to make this gorgeous ivory color blanket. It's super soft, super gentle to touch. It's easy to take care. You can just throw it in the laundry machine in a cold, fast cycle. It's children and pet friendly, and it's pretty reasonable too. It's a $16 per skein, and for 30 by 50 blanket you will need 4 skeins. One skein is 8 ounces, so you will need 4 8-ounce skeins. Let's do it. Okay guys, let's get started. So we will use 4 skeins of chenille, as I mentioned, and before starting you will need to secure the end of the chenille yarn in order for it not to unravel, because chenille yarn, see, it can be unraveling like that. So in order to stop it, you need to cut it, and then you need to make a knot, very simple knot, and make it tight. Then cut chenille yarn close to the knot. This will be the end or the beginning of our knitting project. Now when it's ready, you see we have a knot, it's not unraveling. So now we will start our hand knitting process. So the usual way, this is the end, this is working yarn. Make a loop, insert your hand inside the loop, grab working yarn and pull it out. This is your first stitch. You can make it bigger or smaller, and we will keep it about 2 inches big for the blanket. It will not be too tight, because if you will be knitting a little bit tighter, then you will need more. We will be using only 4 skeins, 4 8-ounce skeins. So now insert your hand, grab working yarn and pull it out. This is the second stitch. So now we will be making a chain of 15 stitches for the size 30 by 50. So we have 2. I'm usually using my right hand. I'm grabbing working yarn, pull it out. Insert your hand inside the loop, grab working yarn and pull it out. 1 2 3 4. And now we will be making a chain of 15, as I said. That will give you a blanket of 30 by 50. It's a lap throw. It's not a big blanket. It's just to cover your lap when you're sitting on the couch watching TV. So counting all the stitches. You're counting that by holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more. So now we have a chain of 15 stitches. So now when we start knitting, before we start knitting, we turn it upside down like that. And for our first row, the working yarn goes the same direction where we will be knitting. For our first row, we will be using these knots in the middle of the stitch. We will not be using the top of the stitch or the bottom. We will be using knots in the middle. So this is your first stitch, you skip it. This knot will be your second stitch. You lift the knot, insert your hand, actually 2 fingers inside, grab working yarn and pull it through. Here's your second knot. Lift it, insert your 2 fingers, grab working yarn, pull it out. Next knot. Lift it, grab working yarn and pull it through that knot. Next one. Lift, grab, pull it out. And we will be pulling out the first row this way, all 15 stitches. We will be not knitting too tight, because too tight knitting will require more yarn, and we will be doing it just right to have a beautiful pattern. So now our 15 rows are ready. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15. So now we're starting our first row. Insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it through the loop. The same way, insert your hand or fingers, grab working yarn, pull it out. This way you are making your second row, or hand knitting your second row. So for this blanket, as I mentioned many times already, probably 15 stitches we will start, and then you are knitting until you use all 4 skeins. So here is our second row. Now we will be moving to the next row. It's row number 3, and I usually skip the first stitch. So it's very easy, you just don't knit it. You just go and knit the next one. I'm doing it this way because this way you will need less yarn. This way you will have beautiful chain, like on the bottom. You will have it on both sides, and your knitting project will not be curly on the sides. It will be nice, straight and even. People were asking why I'm doing it, so that's the reason. So make sure that you're knitting the last stitch of every row. So this is the last stitch. You're knitting it the same way. Then you're moving your working yarn in the same direction where you will be knitting. And you're just pulling it aside. Just don't knit it. It's very simple. You are knitting it when it's at the end, and you don't knit the first stitch when it's at the beginning. So now let's knit until we have the whole first skein used, and I will show you how to connect it one more time just to make sure you got it. Okay, let me show you again how to connect a chenille yarn to prevent it from unraveling, because it has a tendency to unravel in the ends. So you're taking 2 ends of 2 skeins and make a simple knot, very simple. When you're done, done a knot, then tighten it from both sides a couple times, that the knot would be really, really tight. When the knot is tight, you're cutting the ends close to the knot, and then you are pulling this yarn to make sure that you made a very good and straight knot. See, It's very good knot. It means that when it will not be unraveling, and when you're washing the blanket, it will not be unraveling either. So make sure to make the right knot when you're connecting the yarn. Okay, so we keep knitting this way all our 15 stitches back and forth until we use all 4 skeins, and you will have about 1.5 yards left. Then we will cast on, and I will come back and show you how to do it. So let me show you the side. This is the side. You can see that's a beautiful chain here because I'm skipping knitting the first stitch. And this is our blanket. It's getting ready. So I will come back in a minute. Okay guys, so we are ready to cast off. We have about a yard and a half left. This is the end where we finished. So to cast off, you're grabbing 2 first stitches and with your fingers going inside, grabbing working yarn and pull it through those 2 stitches. Now you keep your stitch that you have left on your hand and add another. So you have 2, insert fingers inside, grab working yarn and pull it through. And keep doing it this way, just adding 1 stitch, grabbing working yarn and pull it through 2 until you are done with all your stitches. And this way it will be all cast off with this beautiful yarn. See this beautiful chain that we have? So when you're done and you have 2 last stitches, you're doing them the same way, pulling working yarn through. This is your cast off project. And now you can cut about 5 inches of the yarn. Make sure to make a knot on the end of the yarn to prevent unraveling. This is your knot, and this is the part that didn't have a knot, so you see it's unraveling. So you have a knot, make sure that it's very tight knot, and then cut the end up to the knot. Now you can finish the last stitch, insert this end inside the last stitch, pull it out, and this is how it's done. Now you have this tail, you can weave it in underneath the chain a couple times, and then on the back of the knitting secure it between one of the stitches like that, so you cannot really see it. So a beautiful blanket is done. It's 30 by 50. You can find Chenille yarn at becozi.net. We have 11 colors at this time, and next week we will have more colors available. So check out becozi.net. Stay warm and be cozy.